Okay. All right. Welcome everybody. This is going to be round 5 of the Vintage Showcase 8-round event. We're currently 3-1 with the Hogaak deck. We're playing against the Godfather of Hogaak. No props, so it might be a mirror. This hand is not good enough. This hand is interesting. If I had a Hogaak, I would snap keep this hand. Oh, if I had a Hogaak, I would snap keep this hand. Unfortunately, if I just had a Hogaak, this hand is good. But I don't have a Hogaak. If I had like a land, I would I might keep this hand. Just like this hand might beat a Golos Mirror. Gonna mulligan though. Good gosh, I think I'm gonna keep this one. Not thrilled about it, but I think if we just bottom Bloodghast Time Walk and then we Once Upon a Time for a Bazaar, and if we don't find a Bazaar, we can Wasteland their Bazaar. So, I mean, I think that opponent might they have the ability to not be on a Bazaar, but they are the Bazaar player, so it's Bazaar in top 6, but yeah. I think you're supposed to keep the hollow one because of the upside. Obviously, this is not a great 5, but I think it's something that I have to do. All right, so they're also on Hogaak. The mirror is very weird. Post board gets very weird with a bunch of ley lines and surgicals coming in. So they do have a Bazaar. They do have a Root Walla. If they trigger Vengevine here, we're like very, very dead to that. Even a Wasteland on Bazaar is probably not going to be good enough. It's a really not intense, but kind of volatile mirror match. Oh, Squee. So they might be on Horror one then. In which case, this Wasteland is quite good. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this game is live. I'm not gonna cast Once Upon a Time because I get to do another draw step before I cast it. I also might want to cast it on, depending on if they're HogaakVine, or sorry, HollowVine or Horror one. We might want to cast it to play around negation. But opponent showing a Squee makes it more likely that killing a Bazaar is very, very good for us, and we might still have a chance in this game, which is really cool because I didn't think we had a chance in this game if it was the mirror. No attack. They accidentally clicked through attacks. Okay, I'll take it. I do have to play a little fast because I accidentally spent a bunch of my time winning with Opposition Agent. Now the question is, do I want to play around Force of Negation if they're Hollow whatever? HollowVine? I think I am supposed to. It's just kind of free to play around. So we're just gonna pick up a Deathrite Shaman here for sure. All right, we still don't have a very convincing hand, but against what our opponent has going, it's not too bad. I'm going to pick up the Bayou because I think we want to be able to activate the green side of this Deathrite Shaman. All right, the opponent has no response. My thought is opponent is likely on Horror one, so that's got Squee, Krovokian Horror, Black Pitch spells, and not counter spells, but we're not 100% sure. They have their own Wasteland. That seems like that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Opponent has no attacks here until they find a Gaia's Cradle. So we're both kind of just on top deck Bazaar mode here. I have 4 in my deck and they have 3. That card is quite a good draw. This Dryad Arbor is going to help us do this. We don't have exactly enough to play that yet. But next turn, if they play a Wastelandable land, or we draw a fetch land, this draw is very good. It's cool that you can play Hogaak from hand. It definitely makes the card a lot stronger. What an odd game of Magic. It is kind of how Bazaar mirrors go, though. Though, to be fair, I didn't even keep a Bazaar hand. They have another Wasteland, which is actually really good for us that they played. Oh, wait, shit. Never mind. It's really bad for us because it kills my Dryad Arbor. So maybe I was not supposed to play this Dryad Arbor. Maybe I was supposed to play the Strip Mine and hold the Dryad Arbor. That might have been a mistake. That might have been a pretty big mistake. I didn't think about that. So maybe that was a problem. Yo, Devin, how's it going? How's the PT going? I guess how's the PT going for anyone in the chat who's in the PT? Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I regret everything. Now I need another creature. I think I am supposed to play this Wasteland out, even though it's a little awkward. Because if I get to 4 mana, we can probably Vengevine, or I could like cycle this Hollow One at the end of turn. 5/6, unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. All right, what an odd game of Magic. So when they discard at the end of turn, they'll just pitch a squeeze, so it doesn't actually matter. I think I'm going to cycle this Hollow One. I can use cards in their graveyard. I should also be eating lands out of their graveyard. I probably should have been eating lands out of their graveyard earlier so that they can't play like a Hogaak. So maybe that was a mistake. I guess it wouldn't really matter until they had 5 cards. So I'm going to cycle this Hollow One. Immediately draw a Jet. A Jet is not terrible because a Jet lets me cast Supplier and play Hogaak. So now if they do have a Hogaak, they're going to pitch non-squeeze so that they can maybe get enough. So we do want to keep them off of the ability to play Hogaak. Another Hollow One. Let's see. So now... All right, I'm going to actually play my Strip Mine and use it to cycle my Hollow One, I think. Okay. That's good. So we're getting closer. Next turn, I could maybe play this Root Walla. I'm gonna not do anything until they put a card in the yard because I don't want them to attack with these Root Wallas, but we're definitely gonna eat the Once Upon a Time at the end of turn, keep them farther from Gak, and start pressuring their life total. What a very weird game. Very, very awkward game. I don't know if they have an Arbor in their deck, Doomwake, because I think they're on Horror One. I think you missed the first turn of this game where they showed us Squee. So I think they're on like 1 Gak. Why not play it? Okay, so I need to respond to this so that they can't play a Gak. No, I think I have to keep eating, so I don't think I can play the Root Walla. I think I have to keep eating. I think like they could have a Gak in their hand, and I really don't want them to play a Gak. I guess maybe Exile Greenland, play Walla is better. You're right. Maybe that is better. That might be better. You're right. That might be better. Ooh, hello, fam. Don't mind if I do. This one, this one, this one. Thank you for playing. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa. All right. All right. Come on. I mean, oh my god, I can put sunglasses on Mind Break Trap. I love it. Oh man, chat. All right, I didn't play around that. I didn't play around that. But I should I have played around that? Let's be real here. All right, I'm gonna have to eat something, I think, so they don't have a card in their yard. All right, well, that's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry, chat. Everything is fine. This is still fine. Still fine. If they find another wasteland, they can probably play the Hogaak if they have it. Hold on, I have to do that the mind break trap with the sunglasses on it. Oh my god, they drew a strip mine. No, we're gonna get gacked. We're gonna get gacked. All right, now do they have gack? Oh, they don't have gack. Woo, man, we're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Oh, I thought they were gonna have gack there. We're so lucky they don't have gack. We did lose our bazaar though. They've only had 4 strip mine effects, so. All right, so I'm gonna just eat a bunch of cards from their graveyard. I'm gonna eat this one, and I'm gonna eat this one, and I'm gonna make green, and I'm gonna pump this, and I'm gonna get in. All right, I think we're good here. Oh yeah, the mind break trap never happened, so they could still draw Bazaar, and we might lose, but whatever. Yeah, they could draw Bazaar, I guess, but maybe I should have only activated one Deathrite Shaman. I don't know. They kind of have to not attack, so. I can pump, block, attack, attack. They block, go to 4, go to 2. There's only 1 spell in the yard, so I don't have any lethal attacks here. All right. Yo, thanks for the raid, Ryan. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, that's fine. All right. Can't activate both Deathrite Shamans. Opponent does not have 2 spells to kill. So that play would not work. All right, so we know we're against maybe Horror One or HogaakVine. We're gonna bring in Leyline of the Void, Assassin's Trophy, Surgical Extraction, and maybe the Savannah. I'm not 100% sure on the Savannah yet. You can take out Mental Misstep. I know it hits Rootwalla, but not good enough. I want to leave in all my Vigors. I probably want to take out like 2 Once Upon a Times. I want to keep in all my Wastelands and my fast mana. I have no idea how I'm going to take out enough cards in this matchup. I guess Bloodghast is okay. It's not a very good attacker in this matchup, but it does help me play Hogaak. Oh, how am I going to board another 7 cards out? I just have the 1 Once Upon a Time every time. Maybe it's like 1 Gack, 1 Supplier, 4 Bloodghast or something like that. Maybe not a Time Walk matchup. I could see that being the case. Maybe not a Time Walk matchup. It's not a bad Time Walk matchup because the clock is important, but maybe the clock isn't actually important. Like, I feel like there are going to be a lot of games that come down to hard casting creatures. That's kind of how this matchup typically goes, but it is a hard card to cast. Like, I have only, a couple of blue sources. Maybe what we want to do is just trim out these Bloodghast and the Once Upon a Times and like 1 Hogaak, maybe. I mean, Hogaak seems like one of the better cards in the matchup. They could have Vengevine. They could have Karakas in their deck. Kind of tough to say. I think I'll keep all the fast mana. They could have Tabernacles. I guess we should go look and see if there's any recent no props lists. I guess we should have done that to start, but I just knew they would be in a Bazaar deck, so I didn't really care. Like, because the mulliganing for versus Bazaar is Not that different. Props. This is their last 11th place okay, so it is horror one. So there was 2 Hogaaks in the deck, so we definitely were correct to play around the Hogaaks. They have Noxious Revivals, so maybe we do leave in miss. They have 3. Oh, they're a Force of Will deck. Oh, they're a Force of Will deck. Oh, I see. Let me make sure. I think I'm gonna submit like this. I have 20 seconds. 20 seconds from now. So we're going to bring in Surgicals, Ley Lines, Vigors, Shoals. Okay. They have Gaia's Cradles in their deck. They have multiple main deck Caracas in their deck. Okay, cutting Hogaak seems fine. What an interesting build. There's 129 players in this showcase, so it's 8 rounds of Magic. Kind of fortunate. Yeah, that's a hand. So this is a cool deck from our opponent. This is opponent's deck for anyone that was too fast. It's a Bazaar-based control deck running 8 Squee effects. Hollow one, no Tabernacles, Forces. Yeah, we'll be interested to see how they board it for us. This is their exile. This is their graveyard. They exiled 1 Hollow one, 2 Ley Lines. They exiled 2 Ley Lines of the Void. Okay, and we're just snap keeping our hand. Our hand's great. Whoa there, Devin. Let's chill out on the on giving Jacob credit. Okay. This looks good for us. We have an active Hollow one, active Bazaar. Opponent. We know opponent probably doesn't play Tabernacle, so we can just activate Bazaar, put in Hollow one. We have an active Leyline versus them. They don't have an active Leyline versus us. They have 1 less Vigor, 1 less Hollow one. This was a really rough powder for them. Yep. Yeah, get that money. I got my appearance. I'm getting my appearance fee for that event. Wasteland. So they hit Wasteland off of Once Upon a Time and then played the Wasteland. So we're only getting 1 Bazaar activation here, but 1 Bazaar activation should be good enough. A problem does occur where if we play a Hollow one, that turns on their Force of Vigor for 2 targets. However, we do have the ability to play a second Leyline of the Void using Land Lotus, which is kind of interesting. I think we're just activating Bazaar here and playing a Hollow one. Fetch Go is like reasonable, but I think Hollow one is better. I don't think I need a Vigor anymore. I don't think I need. I think I want to keep 1 land. Do I want to keep more than 1 land? Do I want to keep more than 1 land? If they have Vigor, if they have Vigor Bazaar here, I lose these 2 lands. Maybe I can pitch the Surgical. I should still be able to beat a Bazaar activation by having Leyline. All right, I'm going to pitch this, and I'm going to pitch this. I'm going to cast Hollow one. I am keeping second Leyline. The reason I am keeping second Leyline... Why does it say I can cast this? Is this a bug? Oh, okay. Weird. I'm keeping second Leyline in case they have Force of Vigor, which hits my Hollow one in my Leyline, and then I can untap and play another Leyline. So opponent didn't have Vigor. I expect to get Wastelanded here. They didn't have Force of Will either, though I'm not sure they would keep in Force of Will in this matchup. I'm not sure that's the case. I want to hold this Lotus in case I draw... Okay, so we no longer have Bazaar of Baghdad's in our deck. So that would be a reason to keep Surgical Extraction in our deck, is to negate their Surgical Extraction. I think this is fine. I think I don't want to slam Leyline because I would like to slam HogaakVine if I draw one. So like I could slam Leyline and it gives me better protection versus Vigor, but I'm pretty sure I want to be able to cast HogaakVine if I can. Kind of a weird game. This is kind of how all the post-board not fair bazaar, but like non-dredge matches go. They are very weird and very graveyard hate heavy. I have like 7, 9 graveyard cards or something in my deck, or my sideboard. Boarded in 10 cards. All right, let's see if they have a follow-up land. What if they have a follow-up bazaar here and play their own hollow one? Something they could have. They can have Sickening Shoal for hollow one. They can have Vigor for hollow one. So they did have 4 Force of Negations in their main deck. So I think we played pretty well in game 1, actually. Playing around that. They have Bazaar. Okay. So they're going to go down to 2 cards in hand and lose 3 cards to the Leyline. So they're going to look try to find a hollow one here to match, I guess. Or look to try to find green card Force of Vigor. They could find green card Force of Vigor. It's quite good. I think I am now debating whether we want to actually have this Leyline. Maybe we want to just jam this Leyline next turn now. If they're activating a Bazaar right now. All right, they pitched Bazaar. They pitched another Bazaar, Surgical Once Upon a Time. So they pitched a green spell. We drew that Vengevine that I was talking about. Oh, this is so risky. It's so risky. If I go for this Vengevine and they have Vigor and then their Bazaar finds them Squeeze, it's a losing proposition. It's a losing proposition. But if we don't play the Vengevine, it's a lot of free time. I mean, they could also have counter spells, I guess. No, because if they Vigor, I can play... Well, I guess they could also just Vigor our 2 Leylines. I guess that's a fair point. All right, I think I'm on the... This is just the play that I would normally make because that's how I play Magic, but I'm on the Vengevine line. So now I wish we hadn't pitched this Surgical. We had pitched Leyline instead. I guess it's still kind of close. I think we're going to win this game, but it was kind of an interesting game for sure. The opponent has an active Bazaar, but we have an active Leyline, right? So like the best thing that could happen is they have like what, double hollow one here. I guess their best card is green card Vigor. Their next best is hollow one. Those are the best 2 combinations of 2 cards that they could have, I think. A double hollow one is fine for us because we just draw any creatures in attack. It's not a big deal. And they have an active Bazaar, but we have an active Leyline. So double hollow one is not bad for us. Vigor is probably the worst for us, but even then, they still are getting clocked, so it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't really think any decks in Vintage are super beginner friendly, but I would recommend you play a Vintage deck that suits your playstyle, like a playstyle you have from another format. All right, so opponent did find 1 hollow one here. I can't cast that. Wait, can I cast that? I can cast... No, yeah, I can cast that. I can fetch Dryad Arbor and cast that. That's gotta be better than attacking with my Vengevine. Should I attack with my hollow one first? It shouldn't make any difference. But they'll... Like, I can't attack with this Vengevine, so what does that do? It doesn't do anything. They have Karakas in their deck. They don't technically die to Hogaak. They have 2 Karakas in their main deck. I miss out on a Vengevine attack. Well, I'm just saying, like, they're always going to trade here no matter what. I'm just saying, like, does it actually matter the order I do these in? And my idea is it probably doesn't matter. I guess I can keep 1 extra card in my graveyard. No, what if I get Surgical? What if I get... No. What if I get Surgical? I guess it wouldn't matter. I guess that wouldn't matter either. All right, I'll attack with just my hollow one, I guess. Trying to figure out like a way this goes badly. I can't attack with my Vengevine, is what I'm trying to say. Well, I don't think surgical is actually a concern because I have 6 cards. I don't know if I should have probably kept a spell in my yard or something. I don't know. So they can find Caracas here, which will give them another draw step, but it's probably not enough anymore. We beating the Hogaak Master? You love to see it. You love to see it. 4-1. 4-1. That's the master. That's the, no props is the Hogaak Master. Probably trophy leaderboard. Like, yeah. Trophy leader, Hogaak Master, no props. So we take those. 4-1, 3 more rounds to go. Only 4 matches in progress, so we're not going to start another match or anything. I need to heat up some food or something and find some water. Okay. Let me just do a quick shout out and then we're gonna wait for the next round. There's 279 people here. That's insanity. If it must mean there's some new people here. So if you are new here, my name is Justin. I am actually level 1. I just received Twitch partner, so that probably makes me the only partnered vintage streamer on Twitch. If you are interested in vintage, you like the content, you want to see more content, feel free to follow this channel and subscribe on YouTube. The YouTube link is in chat and down below. All my VODs go on YouTube, so even if you don't catch me live and you want to watch vintage, there's over 1,200 matches of vintage on my YouTube channel right now. I just want to do a quick thank you to all the support from everybody. I would obviously not be... Maybe I would still be streaming without all the support, but it makes it way more fun and way more enjoyable and more likely for me to stream because of everyone who shows up in Twitch chat and makes it more fun for me. So I'm just gonna go quickly grab some water and maybe heat up some food, and then we'll play round 6 of the Vintage Showcase directly following that. This is gonna be an 8-round event, and we're just trying to top 8. We really need to top 8. I mean, yeah. I guess if you want the sweet emotes, you can also sub. I do a terrible job of shilling on this channel, so getting food. Rounds of 8 starts soon. I guess I should make that like 3 lines or something. Oh, we're not in top 8, but we need to get there though. All right, so I got that little message there. Yeah, so there's like only 4 matches left, so we're not gonna start any more league matches or anything crazy. Yeah, I'll be right back.